are in the Bronze North quarterfinals in the Premade division. I'm holding my coffee. With me tonight is Get In Q, and we're getting things started off with a sub-base hardpoint. We got the Florida Puppeteers taking on the London Royale with cheese as Pano draws the first blood for the Royale with cheese. But you got, in fact, you actually have Chew holding down this P1 hill for London Royale with a 9-8 score right now, halfway through this first hill. Chew gets taken down himself as Sage works his way back in, but Doctrig, he is actually just owning this point, tossing a nade, doesn't connect. No, it doesn't, because it looked like Pano was just able to get out of the way as we get ready to rotate into this P2. It looks like Chew is already set up, and here we go to P2.
Yeah, these teams already gunning out. It's the playoffs, baby. No time to lose. You got to get your gun shooting. It's got to be now, and we already see Pano has been off to a hot start. Gets dropped there, but 4-2 is the scoreline for him. Looks good at the bat. I mean, it's that first P1's a little mixy, right? But P2, you can kind of start to get a little bit of time if you can get ahead of these spawns, but neither of these teams really able to do so. It seems like Florida will be able to now. If they can get this kill, they should be able to clean up these spawns. They'll have the guy spawning in the back. They now should know all their guns can aim forward. There they go. They're getting the window kills. This should be some good time for Florida as they are holding on. Gun Puppet gonna get a kill. It's back-to-back nights for the kids, so love to see that out of him. So we already got a blue hill. That's been 30-some points for them. 20 seconds left. Looks like they're going to collect it, but Pano, as always, does not want to give it up. One last heroic charge. He'll get picked up as we go over to this new P3. Doctrig going to try and jump off the side here. He's got to go massive for this break.
50-31 in favor of the Florida Puppeteers as we're watching SRG Traveler just outside that P3. And then Chew working his way towards the hill, trying to hold it down, but that's a no-go. Sage coming up out of the water to run a flank. Boom, there he goes. He takes down C-Trig as Sage, oh man, gets a nice little two-piece there onto the Gun Puppet, but Sage gets taken down himself. Traveler on the hill right now for the Florida Puppeteers. I mean, he's on a 4 spree right now. He's got a 5 spree right now. He's one away from having that cruise in his back pocket.
Oh.
But then that goes bye-bye real quick. Fortune Cookie now on the hill for the London Royale, 78-38 in favor of the Florida Puppeteers. Pano sends some rounds, puts them in as we get ready. Everybody starts to rotate towards this P4. And that's going to be a dicey hill, if I remember from watching it last night. 87-41 in favor of the Florida Puppeteers. His Gun Puppet gets onto the P4 hill, and then he gets taken off just as quick. Fortune Cookie working his way. Let's go to P4.
Yep, this P4 is a bit mixy off the bat, but once again, you get those guns turned, you get those back spawns, that 2 and 4 position playing those anchors, but we are going to be looking at Doctrig. He's going to have to come around. He's going to have to find some of these break kills. If he doesn't get any, this will get real bad for London early. Or sorry, should I say Florida, but yes, Florida going to go down. A couple members dropping yet again, so as we look, all the kills in the feed are white. That is Sage. I mean, characterized by the wisdom in his name. He is finding the kills, finding the hold. Chew is going to try and find some shots. This is a big kill for Traveler as they're going to need to find a break into just these last couple seconds, because this has almost been a full 60 for London, right? They've put up 40 seconds already, and they're bouncing right back into this game. Only 18 more points to go, or 10, should I say, and they'll be tied up, and they get a little bit more on the time, so we might see a lead change, but Florida really has been kind of ahead of the spawns up until this point, and they didn't do so there, and so we've seen a lot of that time change over. There's been a lot of time exchange, and now holding the middle of the map, but really, it was just a great hill from London there.
192 in favor of the London Royale with cheese as we get ready to go into this P5. Traveler working his way around the air conditioner. He was keeping a nice eyeball upstairs, but he got a few rounds into him by Fortune Cookie. Doctrig on the hill right now for the Florida Puppeteers, working his way around that APC, and he gets taken down himself by Pano, who gets traded out. Sage coming onto a vacant hill. No, it's not a vacant hill. I can't say that because Fortune Cookie's there. Chew working his way around, trying to get some kind of footing out of the spawns. Dale clears out the tunnel quick, fast, and in a hurry as we get ready to rotate back to P1, and that's just a short jump from where they're at right now. Pano tossing a hello there. It doesn't connect. Chew cleaning out the inside. Just gets a few rounds in. It doesn't connect. 122-107 in favor of the London Quarterfinals with cheese. Bamu just upstairs from that P1 hill. And speaking of P1, 130, 107, let's go.
Yeah, London has really kind of settled into their own in this map a little bit. We're looking at Florida to kind of regain a bit of that composure they showed early on that first P2 mix. I mean, P1 the second time around isn't really any better, right? It's pretty mixy hill through and through, but London has been able to find the kills in the feed and able to keep all their guns pointed the same direction. You gotta throw that off if you're Florida, and BWIII starting that off like he needs to. He's got to play a big position here, but Sage again so wise, finding those kills up in top class, doing what he can do, and Pano just does not stop flying at the enemy. So I love seeing this out of them, really. This is the playoff energy that we are looking for up in the booth, aren't we, Kyle?
Oh, yeah. As Gun Puppet works his way around, does a little house cleaning, fortune cookie, takes out the Gun Puppet. Oh, my goodness. 153, 108 in favor of the London Royale with cheese. Pano already on that P2 hill. Boom. There's the kickover. Chew tosses a hello there. Doesn't connect. No, it doesn't, but then bullets do.
Yo.
Now, Chew, oh man, Chew with the two-piece. Looking at Sage right now, man. Sage takes him out from top of whatever those bumpy things are. Fortune Cookie holding down the hill right now, along with Pano. So they're just owning that P2 hill, 188, 108 in favor of the London Royale with cheese. Fortune Cookie on a 5 spree right now, so he's almost to where he has a cruise in the back pocket. Pano's just collected all that hill time. I mean, 24 to 11, so he can sit back on his laurels a little bit. Traveler on the hill now for Florida, along with the Gun Puppet, as everybody's starting to rotate onto this P3. BWIII taking a nice flank route around to that P2, P3. He doesn't see the player, but he sees the trophy. But he didn't see, he did not see Pano right there off to his side. And let's go to P3.
Yeah, this is it. This is where London can end this game. So if you're Florida, a little bit of panic setting in, but DC Trig finding a big break kill they're going to need. That's 2 for him now. They've still got a lot more work to do with that close spawn coming in. That's got to feel rather annoying if you're DC Trig, but he is a level 6 swimmer at the very least. He's hitting that backwater route, attempting to make it happen out of there. I don't know what kind of shots he's getting out of there. That might be level 8 to get your gun going in there, but either way, BWIII, you're getting some shots from top. Time's still going the way of London, so Florida's still in a tough spot, and they look like they're getting pinched right now as well. So in a world of pain, this has been all London really since the first set of rotations, even a little bit before that. So love to see that out of London. They've came out shooting in hot, but Sage flying in again. Just the wisdom on this man. 14 seconds left. I don't think they can win it here anymore, so they will have to look at the rotation. And is that Pano in there deep? It's got to be. Oh, no, it's Chew. Chew is flying at the stick. He wants this break. He wants to get that final second or two they'll need, but he'll get picked up. So Florida able to make a hold.
Ooh,
so wise. Finding the Gun Puppet. That'll be that. And finding the kill, but Florida still has the numbers advantage. They got all their guns turned forward. I mean, there's only 1 second left that they need to get, so gonna be tough, but here comes the cavalry.
Oh man, Pano with his own kaboom!
Oh, there was another one stacked on top of that coffee, I think. So the kaboom counter going through the roof, but London with the point counter going through the roof, as they will clean that one up. I believe 250 to 137 is the score, so what a performance from the Royale.
Man, that was just wowzers.
Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom.
Go. An invasion hard point. Florida Puppeteers against the London Royale with cheese. Traveler is the bomb carrier right now, and BWIII draws the first blood on the Pano. Chew was trying to get out of the range of the gunfire, but he got mowed down himself. So now it's a 4-on-2 situation here. Traveler gets taken out, so the bomb is down between A and B somewhere. Sage is all that's left, though, for the London Royale with cheese in this round 1 of Search and Destroy. Now Sage has to survive against Gun Puppet and the other, well, I would say other 2 Puppeteers, but Gun Puppet and BWIII, all that's left with 40 seconds left in this first round. Gun Puppet working his way through the dark alley, heading over to that B site. Getting a quick plant with plenty of time left. Sage now knows where he's got to go. Working his way around. He's got to take out 2 and get a disarm. Sees Gun Puppet at the tank. Tosses the hello there. Does it connect? Yes, it does. But plot armor, I mean, tac vest. That's what it is. protected him on that one. But then, oh man, Florida takes the round because Sage gets taken out 1-0.
You can tell Gun Puppet was a little bit done with the half gunfights going on with Sage there, able to get him weak multiple times in that life. So nice to see him finally finish that kill. And I mean, it was kind of the bread and butter of the Puppeteers last night, was a little bit of these B pushes, taking their time, finding those kills B street and waiting for somebody to over push. And DC Trig was able to do so there, shooting some bullets through that B control point. So nice to see that out of them as we look into this next round. What will London Royale respond with on the offense? It does seem to look like they're favoring that. Oh, I got myself too soon. They are going over to that A side now, at least a bit of a split anyway. Kind of covering all their bases, probably trying to get some information before they do look to push. As DC Trig gonna make his way up here, getting to a nice spot. They like this little spread from Florida right now. They got all their ground covered, so nobody looking too eager to make any moves yet, but I know somebody like Pano, he's got that bomb, but that man does not like to sit still very long. And let's see how these sub shots go. That was a nice shot. Well, it was an AR, ended up getting it anyway, but the two trades come back. Three make that. Mamu finding 2 kills from this power tank position. It is now into fortune for the 1v3. He's going to have to dig deep. He's going to have to find a lot of kills, and see what the timing looks like. It's not going to be good. Traveler will find that, and the Puppeteers quickly up 2-0 now.
And that was a quick round as we looked the final kill of the round from Traveler onto the fortune cookie. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now let's see how Florida responds on their offensive round. As Gun Puppet is the bomb carrier looking from Bamu's point of view. Bamu working his way at that door over in between the A and B side. Traveler giving coverage on the other side of the street, but everybody's shooting towards that tank. Fortune Cookie, man, takes the first blood on the Traveler right there up close and personal. The bomb is still up. And, oh, man, Bamu gets taken down. All that's left now are Gun Puppet, and DC Trig. Pano over at the back of the tank, giving some coverage on that A, most coverage on that A side, some dirt, some down that street. Are they going to try to wrap around to B, or are they going to stay there at A? Because if they go to A, they'll have the fortune cookie. If they go to B, they'll have a sandwich with Sage and Pano. What's the Gun Puppet going to do? And there we go. DC Trig is all that's left, and the bomb is down. Oh, nice one there. So it's a 2-on-1. Sage and the fortune cookie against DC Trig. We're making a TDM while we're at it. What the heck? DC Trig all around that number 6 player on the map at the B bomb site. Sage is just watching him saying, hey, how you doing? The time ran out, so London, take it. They're off the bagel, 2-1.
Yeah, it just wasn't really an avenue there. I mean, there was a little breath of hope there with both players. I mean, because once he didn't have time to plant right, it was a little bit of a tough scenario to really find a win. But ended up staying alive anyway. He's got that 2 streak still going, so that's, not without any merit. So we'll see if that ends up coming into play. A nice answer back from the London Royale. Needed to kind of see that there. They still got 2 members on the donuts, so they're gonna need to find their way out of that. But plenty of time left in this invasion. So we're going to see Pano just does not like to sit, so he's going to hang out now. He'll take his seat, but his team's kind of still trying to feel each other out, get a feel like what's going on. I mean, London has shown a little bit more of an attitude to want to go A. It's just kind of a tough site, right? You can get nice and steady inside the site and don't have to be too worried. So Amu, though, going to sound the alarms. Got 2 players over here holding that. He loves these tank positions. He's found 2 last round there. Gonna go around the flank. That might open up a spot there. Didn't seem like those arrows lined up like they should. Puppet playing a conservative angle. He's gonna have lots of members trying to chow, but he's gonna get to play his life, and Bamu will find the first blood.
On the chew. And the bomb is actually down. As Fortune Cookie sends some rounds. Toss it a hello there. You might want to go back there and get that so you can plant it there, Fortune Cookie. DC Trig tossing one of his own inside that storefront. Fortune Cookie working his way around. It's a 3-on-2 right now. Pano evens it up to a 2v2. There's a gun puppet now holding that A site, but it doesn't matter. All of London was taken out. Florida is up 3-1.
Yeah, and we're kind of seeing a little bit of why that B side often ends up getting favored, right? Because there's so many strong spots on this side that you really got to wiggle your way into a first blood, and it just wasn't really that doable. There was a lot of moments for London. A lot of times white arrows were looking at blue arrows turn, but Gun Puppet gets out with his life. Bamu gets out with his life. Bamu rechows and finds his first blood, so able to make that nice and clean. They're up 3-1. I mean, could have been way of the Neslo last night. They ended up taking it on that map for hardpoint, but that might be what Florida the Puppeteers are looking to do again. I gotta stop referencing it. It's almost a whole new roster, but either way, DC Trig and the guys going back to this B point, so see their success there. DC got a little bit of information on that fortune cookie. What will it read? What is his fortune gonna be? Is it gonna be a wall bang from DC? Doesn't look like just yet, but I mean, I'd almost be like, we got a little bit more pressure for that number 5. Bamu finds first blood, though, like he's been doing. This might be a late flank that comes through from Sage. Again, so wise.
Thing is, they do not, those at on the B side, they do not see Chu back there at that B point, holding on and holding off and waiting for somebody to come across. The bomb is actually down on the way to B as Pano over at the front of the tank, watching that A side. Watching at the A side, excuse me. Oh man, send some rounds. They do connect, but they don't do anything. DC Trig goes ahead. Pano is the only one left as Chu gets taken down. And there we go. Florida take that round. They're up 4-1.
Yeah, just looking poised on the map. Like, they're confident in their plays, and they even move over quite quickly. I mean, they're able to neutralize Pano so far, which is I mean, early on anyway, seems like a good idea. He was tearing it up on that sub base. So, and I mean, when we look at the maps, right, like sub base is really like a mixy map like that. So if you know, maybe that's just not your style. Maybe that's just not how it works for you guys. Because right now they're making Invasion look really good.
Yeah, they are. London on the offense. Let's see how they finally answer. Chu, the bomb carrier, hopping over the dumpster, are going right up there in the middle. Are they going to make an A run or are they going to make a B run? Gun Puppet set up there on that Jersey barrier as Chu watches A, comes back around. Is he having second thoughts as Gun Puppet draws the first blood onto Sage, and then Bamu takes down the fortune cookie. Chu and Pano are all that's left at the 2v4 on this invasion search. Traveler working his way through the alleys. Chu, oh man, Chu sees somebody, sends some rounds into him. Working his way around the tank, just holding off. Traveler going after Chu. Is he going to connect with him?
They got a pinch
Trophy
coming
down. Oh man, Chu gets taken down at the rebar. Pano is all that's left for the London Royale with cheese. Let's take out a car window as Gun Puppet smartly ducks down. Oh wow, just right a little hop, skip, jump over the wall. So it's DC Trig and Traveler against Pano, and then yep, Florida's up 5-1.
Yeah, struggle some offense out of London. Just don't seem to have any answers. I mean, other than that nade kill that ended up being an explosion for Gun Puppet, that would have been another Bamu first blood. So, guy is just finding the spots off the bat, knows exactly where he needs to go. And I mean, they're into match point, right? 5-1. This has been very clean from Florida. This is really excellent. Again, another skill you need to go far in the championship playoffs is that bounce back ability, that, you know, that ice in your veins. Because, you know, that sub base did not look pretty towards the end. You know, the shooting got kind of one-sided, right? So I don't think any of us would have had this quite level of dominance on the bingo card. But of course, still got to close it out. Here comes the peak. Oh, we got some bad timing there, I think. Yep, Chu is going to be able to find that on a Bamu. That is exactly what London needs to do to find a way back into this, is keep finding those kills on Bamu. But again, strong start, 3v4 now for Florida. DC is absolutely taking up space here. Finds a good spot. He won't expect the second one, but doesn't need to. Going to even up the live count and then just get back into playing their box setup. They've got a man trap, but how is this going to work out? They're pushing. They need some help here in this back alley. The kills are coming through, and that man's gonna live as well. DC, I think you're shooting your teammate. He's gonna be able to keep it on, get some shots on Pano, but Pano finds the trade. We're back into a 2v2. This is getting mixy now.
Yes, it is. Traveler to bomb carrier, Pano working his way around towards that B side. He sees one. Oh, man, there he goes. He takes down the gun puppet. All that's left is the Traveler.
Oh.
SRG Traveler get taken down. London Royale with cheese is off the breadstick. It's now 5-2.
Yeah, it was kind of a bounce back round from Pano, right? He was able, I think he might have found 3 or even maybe all 4 that round. I don't know. He for sure got 3, I think. So just, again, once things got kind of mixy, right, we seen him just get to moving, and that's what he, knows best. And I thought he looked really excellent there in that little DVD exchange. It got very mixy. So maybe that'll be how they do it. They find that first kill onto Bamu and then kind of thrive in the chaos. So need to see more of that, I guess, from London. If you can repeat that, they're now back onto offense, which has been a struggle for them so far. So gonna have to see if Bamu can find that first blood again.
If Fortune Cookie is the bomb carrier, as Pano heads his way through the alley. Bamu drawing the first blood onto the Fortune Cookie. So the bomb is down.
Oh my goodness.
And then Chu gets taken down himself, so it is a 2-on-3 right now. Pano is struggling to stay alive right now, so Sage can get the bomb and get it planted. Looks like he might be trying an A plant. DC Trig working his way around that P4 courtyard. Sage coming around the rebar, keeping a close eye on everything, left, right, and center. Over on that B side, Sage is all that's left for the London Royale with cheese. He needs to survive in order for London Royale to try to sweep things up. What's Sage going to do? 30 seconds left in this, what could be this final round of Invasion Search. Oh, man, he goes after. He takes down DC Trig. Gun Puppet against Sage.
Yeah, and he's seen him cross. Oh, look at this. The fake back. I don't know if Gun Puppet predicted, but he didn't really need to go the whole way. So I think Gun Puppet's aware of this. Not quite, though. He's getting second thoughts, so that bomb will go down. Is he going to get out before he's seen? He will. So we are in the proper 1v1 retake now for Gun Puppet. That was beautifully played by Sage, but there is still a lot of work ahead of him. He's got the good gun for this fight now, in a sense, as Gun Puppet eventually will have to find a way to chow, but he's going to take the long fight, get a little bit of range going. I like this, and maybe he'll get a good view of this corner spot, but maybe even just going to hop this, but it just got a little awkward. The shot.
Oh, man. London did it. They survived. It's 5-3.
Yeah, wow. What a play from Sage. Playing his life, managing to outweigh the fight, and then eventually take his shots with DC Trig, and then that little bit of a mind game, right, to leave that bomb and then get the re-wrap back to the bomb. That is just beautiful out of Sage. Again, I cannot say it enough. It is just wise out of him, right? Just the wisdom to do that. So I absolutely love to see it. But again, London, a lot of work to do. They need 3 more rounds in a row, but he got players like Pano awake now. This is, this feels like a different map.
Yes, it does. Things are starting to heat up a little bit. As Gun Puppet is the bomb carrier, you got Sage all the way over there on that A side, trying to work his way into a nice little hidey hole. Bamu proned out in the hallway, trying to keep his bomb carrier safe. Pano watching the alley. Oh man, he got a glimpse of Gun Puppet, tossing a hello there. It doesn't connect, but Chu working his way up on that B side. The bomb is still up. It looks like they're getting ready to try to plant. Yes, they are. They just planted at that B bomb site. So it's a 3v2 right now. DC Trig.
Wow.
Oh man, the Renetti just wasn't enough. Gun Puppet is all that's left for the Florida Puppeteers. Oh man, now it's just Gun Puppet versus Sage. Is he going to get him? Yes, he does. Florida, take it. 6-3.
Man, sometimes you just need a little bit of ice in the end of the day from one of your leaders, and it's Gun Puppet, baby. That's 3 kills to end the round, end the match for them. Love to see that out of the kid. That was just held that, knew he was getting things 1-1 is the series score. Going to need to see an offense from London first right now. So Bamu getting first blood of this one. A little different than a search and destroy vibe. There's 3 members onto this B point. This is already a hot start from London. They want to make up for that last search and destroy quickly.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Sage from up top. Propane sending some rounds down range. We have 2 ticks at B for London. As 2.5. Oh, okay. Well, that B point is taken care of. We've got another minute to play with already.
Yep, quickly hopping on to B. They were able to get that active and early. So London definitely not wanting to get pushed around in this series. They want to answer back quick. There's now Fortune Cookie waiting to get on the board. They've got control of this map, still finding 2 kills. They're in. This is very quickly turning into a London round. I mean, they're finding everything. Need to find something if you're Florida, because this is going to get out of hand quickly.
There's 1 ticket A.
Ooh, there we go.
Fortune Cookie holding down the hill. He gets mowed down real quick. Pano gets taken down, so it looks like they may wipe out a little bit of progress there as the gun puppet gets Pano out of the office building. Quick, fast, in a hurry, excuse me for the hiccups. Traveler working his way upstairs right now onto that A. Working the long way around to that A side. Fortune Cookie, hello, how you doing? Little barrel stuff between friends, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Sees the gun puppet, takes out the gun puppet, gets on that A hill, starting to capture on that A hill. We have a ticket and a half at A along with 2 people. There was a small stack at A, word to Jim's. Fortune Cookie's holding it all on his lonesome. 2 ticks at A for the London Royale with cheese. DC Trig trying to clean it off, trying to clean him off. Trophy intercepted the nade. Now DC Trig cleans off that hill. 2.5 ticks. Oh, wow. Nice little melee. Pano, get on. No, don't jump off the map. Is he going to be able to jump back up?
Okay,
I didn't know that route. Gun puppet behind the little bitty shack there at the office building. Wait for everybody else to get back onto that A side. Whereas London is just coming up with a plan to go ahead and just majorly stack Sage from upstairs. He goes ahead, takes out the gun puppet. There's a nade. Doesn't take out the Traveler, though. As Bamboo tries to work his way around, gets taken down. Here we go. Starting to capture up that A zone. 2.5 ticks at A. Pano holding down the hill all by his lonesome for the London Royale with cheese. That's it. London takes it. They're up 1-0.
And it kind of just all fell off the back of that very hot start, right? Able to get B on those first lives. That is more than you can ask for typically on high rise. So able to carry off that pressure. I mean, Florida was good to get back into it, get the guns hot, but need to find now an offense of their own probably to get back into this one. So just need to see a bit more out of them. We're going to go forward into this now. It's a defense for London. I mean, those guns are hot. Chew 8 and 5 off the start of that one. Had himself a good round. I mean, Pano's absolutely ripping out there. Bamu looking to get back into the first blood column with that nade. Ooh, gets a tick. Won't get any kills with the EOD on. So, but they're out. This is an A push now for the Florida, and they're going to be able to surprise them there. There's lots of numbers here, but boom goes the dynamite. That'll be 2 for Sage. Again, the wisdom to know to grenade that and blow up that pipeline. So big out of him. 2 more kills come in for London. They'll be able to clear that off. No progress gained. It is now on Florida. They've got to find a way out of the spawn, Coffee.
Yes, they do. They're being trapped badly. Chew jumps over the fence, takes down DC Trig, and then then he comes down and takes out Traveler. Bamu gets bammed by Sage as the Fortune Cookie works his way around. Sage is on a 5 streak right now, 1 away from that cruise, which will be very handy in this. That Fortune Cookie caught one on one of his own, and Fortune Cookie gets taken out. Sage now has that streak in his back pocket, ready to use. He's on a 7 spree. Make that Nate spree. 14 and 7. He's just working it today. Pano takes one down, heads into the office, tries to clear out a few more puppeteers. Boom, down goes the gun puppet. Oh man, Bamu barely coming out of spawn, and he has to go to work. Pano takes him down. Pano working his way around. 8 lives left for Florida with no time left in the round. London's up 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, after that first push, it looked so good, right, for Florida. They got all those bodies on. That's exactly what you're looking to do. But the difference in doing that down A versus B is there's that great big tank of gasoline looking to explode, and somebody like Sage is going to exploit that. So quick two-piece out of him, and they find the rest of the kills, and then Florida really wasn't able to get much churning after that. So London really answering back so far. This is another really strong start from them. So they're up 2-0 in this control, and I mean, Florida's got to find something deep in the bag, Coffee.
That they do, as Chew works his way around, starting out. Looks like we're going to start on a B push. Chew downstairs. You're going to be sneaky about it? Yes, he's going to work all the way around. Bamu drawing the first blood, but he gets taken down by Chew. Chew hopping back up on, and he's up on that B side. He gets a couple rounds put into him, but then again, he falls to Bamu. Bamu watching that night. Oh, I didn't know about that nice little hidey hole. I normally hide the elevator. As Pano watching that B side as progression gets wiped out. All right, let's think about it. Can we go in there now? Traveler watching the office side. Oh man, there he goes. Sees Fortune Cookie, but he gets traded out himself. Now Pano looking on that blue side. Is he going to go? Chew goes ahead, takes down the gun puppet, contest on the A hill, but it doesn't matter. Chew gets taken down. But it don't matter. We have past tense. We have a small stack over at A. Word to Jibs of Pano and the Fortune Cookie. Quick hello there. One ticket A going to London. Here we go. Close to it. Second. Oh, contest. Come around. There we go. Take one. Oh man, but an opportunistic nade along with a exploding propane tank. There we go. 2 ticks at A, but a contest for the Royal Ravens. I mean the Royale with cheese. Gun pumping on there trying to clear off the hill. It doesn't work. Who's where? There's Pano. He's sending some rounds into. He looks like he took out Traveler. He gets taken down himself. 18 seconds left in this third round. Will Florida get onto the board this time? Bamu gets taken out of the elevator. Fortune Cookie. Is he going to try to work his way around onto that A side? Oh my God, Pano's bringing it in. There's the cruise. Come on! Doesn't connect. Chew on that B hill. 1 ticket B. We do have a small stack at B. Word to Jim's. Bamu gets taken down. Traveler trying to contest and clear everything out, but Pano says, oh no. Traveler on a 3 spree right now, but 1 7/8 ticks at B. Stun. Doesn't matter. Gun puppet's down. 2 ticks at B. 2 and a little bit more. 2.5 ticks at B. That B point is now secured. We have another minute to play with, Q.
Yep, and the momentum has kind of swung back into London's favor in this round, right? They're going to have to play tight if they are Florida, able to get the trades there, but so does London. The lives are 10-5. Florida, I gotta feel, has lost a little bit of the air in their sails after losing that B point, but they can still do this. They just need to find a couple waves of kills. The nade comes out from Pano. That'll be a good nade, I think. Oh, it'll go right by him. Traveler finds one, though. You need this if you're Florida. It's going to be a big kill from Pano. Can he find this one, too? It's a huge fight.
Florida's
Pano
down
gets
to 3.
that. 3 left remaining. Sage is going to fly onto the hill for these kills. He's going to find one. There's 2 members left. 27 seconds left to go. This is it. Here comes London. He doesn't see that member. He's going to slide right in front of him. He'll get picked up by Traveler. Still 2 members left, and that's all they may need. 19 seconds. London's going to decide to use the kaboom.
Kaboom!
Not very wise there. Kills his own man, though. Bamu only needs to find 1 wave of kills, and he almost needs to go now before there's too many. There comes the shots. Pano will find it. That will be a 3-0 in the control for London.
Wow. That was just too damn quick. For a second there, I thought Florida was going to come back in that second round, but
it's your determining match. If you're Florida, you cannot go out of the playoffs now, and that nade might not help you if you're Bamu, but either way, we are do or die. They need to find this map to keep this series alive. It is 2-1 in the London's favor, so I'm gonna have to see a bounce back now, and they're looking good off the start of this one. London holding some P1 time. A couple of the spawns are flipping for some guys, but generally keeping the same. So London's going to look to collect some time P1 and then get back to this P2 rotation. But there are some members all over the map, so there's a lot of opportunity for some mixy things to occur.
if I would have did it mini-map right, we got Sage already set up in that back of the P2, so he is ready for when this kicks over to the brand new hardpoint here shortly. 15-15 tied up right now. Chew working his way over to P1, trying to do some house cleaning. It doesn't happen. Traveler working his way the long way over toward, or he was heading toward, still is heading towards that P2. Oh man, Sage saw it coming, took him down, gets him out of the hotel. 1-2, almost had a three-piece as DC Trig over there on the dumpsters, while London Royale with Cheese is owning that diner hardpoint right now. So far, they've had it the whole time. Chew goes just outside to take care of a ruckus, and he gets to take care of himself. Trig working his way around the back of the building. Oh man, sees Pano at the dumpster. Pano takes him out. Sage at the back door. Oh man, he wanted something, but he couldn't get it. Trig gets taken down. Here we go, 41-29 in favor of the Florida Puppeteers with Bamboo on the hill. Traveler trying to work his way around, getting ready to rotate over to this P3. Trig prone now behind the dumpster. Is he going to make it to the deli in time? Let's find out at P3.
Yeah, Florida able to recover, even if that spawn wasn't in their favor for P2. So love to see that out of them, as DC going to try and hit this back door. He'll get the trade from Gun Puppet, but other kills are coming through now. London able to get kind of a setup in, but these Florida members are close. So going to have to see if they're able to pull. Fortune able to find a good kill there. So absolutely necessary. Pano starting this one off hot. He's on a 3-streak, 7-3 right now. London finding all the kills on this rotation. So this has been a great P3 for them so far. We're going to have to see what it looks like rotation-wise, but Traveler just trying to find his way in. He's going to get some awkward timing. Fortune has been able to sit in that corner of the hill and get his money there, so love to see that for him there, as you see going to take one more attempt back at this hill. So is Puppet, but just not breaking our London, and this is spelling trouble in the long term maybe for Florida, as the rotation has now gone the way of London as well, and they didn't really lose any time there, Coffee.
No, and Pano now has a cruise in his back pocket, and Fortune Cookie is 1 kill away. Gun Puppet tossing the trophy down there onto this P4 hill, as Fortune Cookie makes his way upstairs, up on top. He's going to get any high ground? No, but Traveler gets him. Traveler trying to range out. He can't get that much of range with that MCW now. They just nerfed it. Gun Puppet cleaning out the back of the hill. Pano says, no, I ain't leaving anytime soon. Bamboo upstairs, trying to get the high ground. Sees Chew, takes him down, as Fortune Cookie's holding the hill right now, 86-58 in favor of the London Royale with Cheese. It's been on and off on this P4 hill. Bamboo goes ahead, cleans it off, as DC Trig is holding down the hill right now. Man, if P4 is dicey, I wonder what P5 is going to be bringing, and we're going to find out here in about a couple seconds. 88-67 in favor of the London Royale with Cheese.
Now Florida has been late to most of these hills. They've made the best out of it. To only be down 20 at this point is low-key a blessing. So just need to find this flank now and see if they can get back in and get ahead of the rotation anyway. But PC's got to do some work. He's finding some shots downrange, gets lots of bullets. Maybe his teammates will be able to clean it up. His Gun Puppet gets one, but Traveler found it, and then he's going to find this other kill. So this is a good break again coming in for Florida. If they're able to find these, here come the shots. He's just going to run out of bullets, but Bamboo will find that kill anyway. So now Sage is putting in the work on the hill. This has been Nixie yet again, which, in my opinion, if you're Florida, you're thankful for is here. They're going to collect this time again, and they're probably going to be able to pull in another 10 or 15 points. So Florida really just holding on to everything they got to stay in this one, and maybe they'll be able to find a turnaround later in the map, Coffee.
Hopefully, 104-85 in favor of the London Royale with Cheese. Chew cleaning off this P1 so he can go ahead and have it all to himself here in a few seconds as soon as it kicks over. Traveler gets one from upstairs, but gets taken down himself. Boom, we are now on P1, 107-97 in favor of the London Royale with Cheese. Fortune Cookie got on the high ground. Oh man, he tried to get the window, but he missed. Throwing a hello there, doesn't connect. No, it doesn't, but the bullets do with DC Trig. Sage whipping out the Renetti. There's a nade. Does it work? No, it don't. But it gives them an idea. Somebody's upstairs. And, oh, man, bringing the Renetti out. Come on now. You don't bring a pistol to a rifle fight. 126-98 in favor of London Royale with Cheese. Sage working the long way around. The Bamboo cleans off that P1 hill just for Florida to try to take over. Florida breaks the 100-point barrier. as we get ready. And I'm seeing, if I'm looking at that map right, we've already got folks rotated into P2, 134, 112 in favor of the London Quarter Pounder with cheese.
Yep, Florida has just been hanging on all map long. No different here. They have 4 members on 3. They got to find a break, but 2 kills from London come in early. You can tell they're really trying to set this up, but DC Trig just does not have any help. They all rock, so waiting on this a little longer. It could be worth it. London players pushing out and finding all kinds of kills now. He's finally found a strike and comes back. He's got to find one. He's looking for more. There's no members. He can't see anybody on the hill. He's counting everything. He knows what's up. He needs this, but still coming out now. They're getting support from all the other sides. London really separating that now. Finding the kills does need these last 5 remember 2 and then will have to go massive. He will get picked up well, so that was multiple 60 if not London that hill. There's still now a lot of work to be done in Florida. You have to dig deep. This is your series and your season on the line.
Florida has to play perfect from here on out as we get ready to go into this P3, 179, 116 in favor of London. DC Trig gets taken down as we're looking at Pano working the long flank, goes to the deli, gets a sandwich, and gets a 5 spree on top of that before he gets taken down himself. The gun puppet gets mowed down on his own. DC Trig trying to work his way. He knows somebody's in that corner, though, so he doesn't chance it. He takes the long way around the building. Sees one on top of the shed, 195, 120. Nade going out, fortune cookie right there at the counter with Pano giving some overwatch from across the street. There's a contest. There it is, fortune cookie on a 5 spree before he gets taken down himself, 203, 120. London's done broke the 200 mark, so this is going to be a short match. Traveler on the hill right now, trying to get some of this scrap time on this P3 hill for the Florida Puppeteers. And like I said, Florida has to play completely perfect from here on out. 203, 133, London, let's go to P4.
Yeah, and you got Gun Puppet fighting the front of this hill. He's got to hold on. They've got to find almost everything now, and they are doing so, finding these kills early. Going to get the flank in. They'll find that kill. They've got a lot of members up now. This is exactly what they need. They need to find these kills in the back, but Sage is going to break the back on from the other side, though, finding a kill in the back side. Now pushing the front are 2 members. Shots coming through for Fortune. He's going to find one. He's looking for more. They don't need him, though. He's just going to sit in the hill as time is accumulating up. 2:15 for London. They need 35 more points to win this one, and they're finding all the kills in the feed. 20 seconds remaining. They're able to get him off the hill, but a new member slows up. Now Puppet's got to find this. DC Trig's flying onto the hill. He'll find one. He's going to shallow for a second. Just going to openly shoot. They're going to find some trades, so not over yet. But again, we look at that rotation, Coffee. London's been ahead of it all game long. They are now. This is another break required for Florida.
221, 155 in favor of London. Florida got Traveler coming behind with 1. Now they're on the hill. They were at the shacks. Traveler gets mowed down behind the shacks. Fortune cookie just out of the hill. Catch them as they're moving in from spawn. Gun Puppet trying to do the same thing on the other side. Sees Pano, sends some rounds. But, oh man, Pano was on the hill briefly. 222, 158. Chew. Man, he ends up getting taken down too. Sage tosses a trophy onto the hill before he steps on himself. Throws out right there behind the car. Tosses a nade. Doesn't connect. But it doesn't matter. They're coming through coming through the tunnel. 226, 161. Gun Puppet comes in. He gets taken down real quick. Pano over here cleaning off the hill. 228, 163 in favor of London. Pano on a 3 spree. Bamboo upstairs. And everybody's Florida is starting to pre-rotate to that P1. But all London needs is another 13 seconds on this P1, and they'll have it.
Yeah, that split spawn was the trouble there, right? Pano finding that 3-piece to break that last hill, get them another 10 or 15 seconds, making it again so much harder for Florida. They've ran out of options. Gun Puppet gonna get traded out, but Bamu will find his kills, so no time going over to London just yet, but this will be the last member. Of course, it's Pano. He is now into the hill, counting it up, but they will get the trades back, so it's really looking tough. Florida is playing some better COD down the stretch, but I worry it might be too late, Coffee. They have 30 seconds left on this hill. The rotation right now, it seems like Traveler's thinking about it, but it looks like they're thinking about it even more in London's side, and they don't need to. They got 11 seconds left to gain on this. Traveler's got to find a break onto Old now. There's 6 seconds remaining. I don't know if anyone's going to be there in time. This could be curtains. I think it'll be London
It is.
moving on.
Give it to London.
A 3-1 series count. They're going to win both hard points and the control. 250 to 189 on this map. A great series from London. And Florida, you fought hard, but your journey ends here.
London goes into the semifinals at 6-2. Florida